Hey everybody, Camille Stone here with Written in Stone, life coach and published author of the book titled This Woman's Worth. So speaking of worth, a series of events led me to feeling like I needed to share this message because someone needs to hear it. So many years ago in a past relationship, I had a lot of distorted beliefs just because of the things that occurred in my relationship. And one of the things that was always drilled in my head, and I truly believed for a really long time, was that all men cheat. Now, I am all grown up now, and I know that that is not the case, but I believe that so much that in my next relationship, I didn't even have that as an expectation. I just felt like, all men cheat, and no matter what, that was always going to happen to me. And so lo and behold, my next relationship was very much like the previous relationship, and obviously it did not work out. So I bring that up because, and this video is not necessarily about men cheating or monogamy in a relationship. It is about knowing your value and your worth. So let me rewind a few years, and if you guys have went through the Live Out Loud exclusive program that I recently made public, then you've heard this story, but if not, then you're hearing this for the very first time about me. But this story is not all that different from many other people's story. Like, this is pretty common within families and kind of what we know, especially as women. So as a child, I grew up in a family where abuse and cheating and all those things were kind of commonplace. Well, not kind of commonplace, it just was. It was commonplace. And I saw a lot of where women were always treated as if they were a little less than their male counterparts. And cheating was the norm. Abusive talk and even physical abuse was the norm. And so when I grew up and that was all I saw, it wasn't all that odd to me that my relationship mirrored the life that I had as a child. Because I grew up that way, not only did my relationships mirror what I had always known and really felt was probably the best I could ever do, so did my career and pretty much every area of my life. Even my friendships. I had a lot of friendships where my female friends always felt that I was the one that was okay to be dishonest with or do things behind my back. Now, I am not a victim. I am not saying all this, but poor Camille, she was a victim. That's not the case. I made my own choices. Anybody can make a decision to make a difference, make a change, do something different, and I ultimately did. But it starts with making the decision and actually realizing there is something better out there. So I have said all that to say this. In every situation in my life now, I evaluate very carefully as if what I am doing or the situation I'm in, if it goes against my values. Now, my values are a direct relation to what I feel I'm truly worth as a person. Now, that may be different for everybody. You may agree with things happening in your life or things happening within your career that I might not agree with, or I feel like you're worth more. But there may be a reason why you have established this is what you want for your life, that's what you're worth, and you are getting what you are worth. What I want you to understand today is that if you are in situations that go against what you truly feel inside, goes against your values, and it doesn't feel right, then do something about it. Do not stay involved in relationships, friendships, jobs, church houses, anywhere where it goes against what you truly feel is right for you. You're not crazy. You're not overly emotional. You know what you deserve. Deep inside, you know you deserve more. It's about making a decision and having the determination to stick with what you know that you are truly worth. And I'll tell you, when I finally started realizing that I was worth more than what I was getting from the most important people in my life. I had started working a job. With some really dear people, and the couple that owned this company, two of the owners were a married couple, and I watched their relationship. And while it wasn't perfect, I watched things that happened between them and how much they love each other and respected each other and upheld their values to one another. And I started to think, that might be possible for me. And I started exploring other things that I thought might be possible for my life. And it wasn't until I got around people that were different than most of the people I'd ever known before and spent most of my time around, and started developing healthy relationships and friendships with people around me, that I started to realize, like, wow, I am worth more, and I do deserve more, and I am way more valuable than I ever gave myself credit for. And I decided that I was going to start to change some of the relationships that I had. I was going to distance myself from some of the people that were a part of my life, and I was going to start to create friendships and relationships with people that were of like mind, that believed in respect and honesty and upholding one another's values, and it has made the biggest difference in my life. So I want to tell you today, please know that you are worth more than a cheating man. You are worth more than a job where you're never given the opportunity to make more money even though you know you deserve it, or relationships with your friends that you know you're not being treated the way you deserve. You are worth more than all of that. And you know deep inside that some things just are not right, and maybe you just don't know what to do about it. I was there. Many years ago, I started reading the book The Secret in 2006, and I started to think that maybe something more was possible for me, but it wasn't until about 2013 that I really started making some strong changes in my life. And now it's almost 2020, and I can honestly say that my relationships with friends and family is way healthier than it ever was when I was younger. And some of those relationships I've had to cut off completely, and some of them I have just learned how to put people in the proper place in my life. They no longer have that key position in my life, because I can't control what somebody else does. I can only control what I do, and I can only choose how I let other people affect me. So there are places and areas in your life that you need to make some real tough decisions, and I'm here to help. I'm absolutely here to help. And if you need more information from me, please email me at empower@camillestone.org. I would love to be a part of your journey and just talk with you and make sure that you understand just how valuable you are to the world around you. And you may not feel that reciprocated right now. You may not feel that what you're putting out you're not receiving right now, but it's because of the way that you believe. So let's get you on a path to believing something different about your life and about what you deserve. I look forward to hearing from you. It's empower@camillestone.org. You can also reach me through my website at camillestone.org, and you can reach me on Facebook or Instagram at Camille Stone, WIS, which stands for Written in Stone. Thank you so much for listening today. I just felt like someone needed to hear that, and I'm always happy to share. Those are the reasons. That's the reason I have went through so many things in my life, so that I can use what I've learned to make a difference in someone else's life. Again, Camille Stone with Written in Stone. Have a wonderful day.